So I went online to start preparing a devotional for you because I had such great response. And thank you so much, by the way, for all of the encouragement that you sent my way about the last devotional I sent out. And so I was like, I want to do another one. I'm going to make this a regular thing. And I went on and I started preparing what I was going to share with you. And it was just taking me a long time. And quite honestly, I just couldn't get into it. And not only could I not get into it, I found myself longing for more than just regurgitating a devotional. It's like, I just want a connection, and I want to be able to have an art and worship gathering together. I want to be able to get together and to study the Word. I want to be able to meditate on truth and apply it to our lives and then express it creatively. That's what I want. But when on earth are we going to get a chance to do that again together? How about in 2 weeks? Starting in May, we are going to have our first online art and worship gathering, and I am so excited. So excited. But I wanted to tell you about it first because you're my homies, my posse, my email group, my family, my creative family. And so we're going to be starting in May. We are going to air, we're going to send out the first episode on Tuesdays. It's not even an episode. Bad word. You know what I'm saying. The first class, that's the word I'm looking for. First class on Tuesdays, and I'm going to send you more information about that. But right now we're kind of ironing out the little details, and so we're going to try to make it available to you for a full week. So if Tuesday evening doesn't really work for you because you're more like, hey, I'm up at 5, and that's when I like to spend my time with the Lord. You can be up at 5 and have your art and worship then. And so what it's going to look like is going to be a little different from our normal gatherings, which happen every week in the studio, or even a conference gathering that happens for just an isolated time together for an evening or for the weekend. But it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be a little different, but different is good in this time because it's going to meet us where we're at and our need. And I don't know about you, but I need this in my life. I need to be meeting with you. I need to be studying the scripture. And I just want to just rest and breathe and create. And it's going to be just lovely. So right now, you can go on to my website, samiramyers.com. And under the shop word, you'll find Art and Worship. And you can go right there and connect with the May Art and Worship and pay for it right there. So to give you a few little details, the class is usually $60 for the entire month for a person, and I'm going to open it up to your entire household. So if you have 5 people in your house, it's one price, and it's not $60, it's going to be $45 as a special just to cut it down in price. And I know times are hard right now, and some of you, it's really, really hard, and I understand. And so if you cannot pay the $45, there's also an option on the website for you to pay $20, and that one cost, $45 or $20, covers 4 sessions for the entire month, and this is what's included. So it's not only the 4 classes of me teaching, it's also, I'm going to be creating a private Facebook group where we can have community, where I can do encouraging sessions, where we can share what God is teaching us and just get a chance to actually kind of be in community, kind of like our small group. And it's going to last for a month for the duration of May. We're going to have a theme. I'm going to drop by with encouragement. I'm going to go live. We're going to have coffee together. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I just want to invite you to be a part of this. I want to invite you to be a part of our first online art and worship. That it's going to look different, and I just want you to know you don't have to go buy supplies. If you're like, I have paper and like a black pen and a pencil, you can make it happen with a black pen and a pencil and a piece of paper. And I'll explain more once you register. I'm going to be sending out an email, but I wanted to let you know in advance, just in case you're like, hey, I want to buy paints and paintbrushes and a canvas and really get into it. You have time to purchase those things and get them to you and keep them in quarantine before we start early May. And I'll also be sending out an email with the list of things I recommend, my favorite things to kind of that you can buy like on Amazon that I would recommend for an art and worship gathering, but they are by no means necessary to actually come together in this time to have fellowship and community and just to catch our breath and be with Jesus and stretch our spirits creatively. It's going to be so fun and so exciting and so lovely, and I'm so excited. Did I say that like 5 times already? We're focusing on hope because I need to focus on hope, and I'm guessing a few of you might want to focus on hope too. Not sure. But anyway, you're the first to know because you're my favorites. And go ahead, and if you haven't liked my Facebook group page for Samira Myers, I want you to invite you to do that, because through that we're going to be opening a private group that we'll invite you to once you've paid, so that we can keep the conversation going and honestly just have fun together and talk about hard things and good things and God's faithfulness and love through it all. This video is a long video. I'm sorry, but I guess 5 minutes isn't so bad in light of being quarantined. Jesus help us all. And he is, and he's good. And I can't wait to explore what it looks like that the God of hope would fill us with all joy and peace, because he longs to fill us with joy and peace as we trust him. So let's come together. Let's learn how we can trust him, because quite honestly, I want that joy and I want that peace and I want that hope, and I want it to flood my life, then the life of my home, and all the things that I touch and the things that I meditate on and what I dwell on in my heart. So I invite you, my friend, to join me this May for our first online art and worship gathering. It's going to be fantastic. I hope to see you there.